Date: December 10th, 2025. This is the CCJ Daily News Brief. Unfiltered Canadian truth. Interest rates remain unchanged at 2.25%. The cost of living continues to rise while Canadians see no meaningful relief. The federal government has added 4 new extremist and insurgent groups to the National Terrorist Entities List. This expands surveillance powers, asset freezing, and federal authority. Ottawa has announced a fast-track immigration pathway for foreign doctors. This is intended to address healthcare shortages, but raises questions about domestic training, long-term care, and rural access. Flu cases are rising steadily across Canada. Hospitals and long-term care homes are reporting increased outbreaks and more severe symptoms among seniors. Natural supports Canadians can use include vitamin D, fresh ginger tea. Fresh ginger works best. Warm broths. Water with honey. Fresh lemon juice, lemon, honey, and ginger combined. Cinnamon tea, peppermint tea. Additional herbs that may help include elderberry syrup, echinacea, turmeric with black pepper, thyme tea, oregano oil diluted, garlic, and steam inhalation with eucalyptus or peppermint. In New Brunswick, a major governance agreement was signed between 8 Mi'kmaq First Nations and Parks Canada. This agreement creates shared decision-making over Kutchibougouak National Park, Fundy National Park, and several historic sites. It affects conservation, harvesting, cultural access, land use, and economic opportunities. The Canada Border Services Agency reports expanded enforcement activity across the Atlantic region. This signals increasing security and surveillance powers. New Brunswick blueberry farmers report losses of more than 43 million pounds of crop, valued at $21.6 million. Only $1.5 million in assistance has been offered. Prince Edward Island is liquidating its stockpile of American alcohol and donating the profits, estimated at $600,000, to food banks. A reminder of how many families now rely on food charity to survive. In Newfoundland and Labrador, long-term wildfire evacuees are receiving an additional $500 from the Canadian Red Cross. Atlantic premiers have requested a regional meeting with Prime Minister Mark Carney to discuss energy, infrastructure, labor, and development. Shrinkflation continues. Food prices are expected to rise again after the holidays. Heating costs remain high. Discussions about an exit tax for Canadians leaving the country have resurfaced. In St. John, firefighters released a public warning about the state of the city's fire trucks. They report that frontline engines are repeatedly breaking down, that aging spare trucks are being used as primary units, and that 2 fire crews were out of service this weekend because there were no working fire engines available. They say city leadership ignored years of internal concerns, pushed failing trucks back into service, and delayed ordering replacements even though delivery can take many months. The result is higher costs, reduced capability, and serious risk to public safety. Yesterday in Parliament, multiple petitions warned about growing federal overreach. Canadians told the House they are alarmed that amendments to Bill C-9 could be used to criminalize passages of the Bible, the Quran, the Torah, and other sacred texts, especially after the new Minister of Canadian Identity and Culture suggested prosecutors should be able to press charges against people citing scripture the government dislikes. Another petition demanded health freedom, calling on Ottawa to stop tightening control over natural health products and to guarantee the right of Canadians to choose how they prevent and treat illness in their own bodies. Mainstream media focuses on distractions while ignoring land governance changes, economic pressure, rising healthcare strain, and the steady expansion of federal power. Freedom does not disappear in one moment. It erodes slowly, piece by piece. Stay awake, stay vocal, stay ungovernable. This is the Canadian Citizens Journal.